All right, Anastasia's a lot of fun, so we're going to have a good interview today. We're going to talk about dating in Belarus, expectations, norms, experiences, all this good stuff. First of all, Anastasia, the most important question, do you have a boyfriend right at this minute?
No, I do not have a boyfriend. We broke up nearly 3 years ago, and since that moment I have been alone.
You've been single for 3 years.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
That's very interesting. Do boys come to you and say, hey, I love you, let's get together? Or like, what's happened? There's no offers or?
Yeah, sure, they came and they asked me, but I rejected them because of some personal reasons. That's why I'm alone.
All right. So how do you guys get together here? How do boys and girls get together? Do you know them for a long time from school? Do you have some dates? Do you get friends? Do you use Tinder? What's the most normal, do you think?
Well, I think that first of all it depends on lots of things, but I know that lots of people get acquainted in companies. Yeah, so friends of friends. At work, at university.
Oh, sorry. Company meaning the company of people.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay, I got you.
A company of people, and sometimes they did on Tinder. Especially my best friend, she found her boyfriend in Tinder, and they are happy all together, right?
Okay.
But most of people, I think that they find their partners, in companies of friends.
So friends, so you go to a little party somewhere, someone's house with like 10 people or something, and then there's maybe a cute boy there. He'll ask for your Instagram or Telegram afterwards or something.
Yeah, that's it.
This is how it works, and then he asks you out on a date, or do you just kind of hang out or talk via internet for some time? Or
First of all, just to hang out and to talk to each other, to chat, and then just to date.
And then date. So when you say to date, what does that mean?
It means that you are together, that you can, I don't know, just stay together, just live together, kiss each other, and have some other things like that, and nobody can do that with your boyfriend or girlfriend.
Okay, so it means so dating means that you're in a relationship.
Yeah, sure.
So in the American sense of dating.
Right, indeed.
All right, good. So how did you get together with your last boyfriend?
It was just by chance. My friend and me, we decided just to hang out with some friends, and we decided to meet them in a park. It was late evening, and I saw a person in glasses, and I thought, what a stupid man. It is nearly 10 o'clock in the evening. Why are you wearing glasses? And I thought that because I also was wearing glasses, and
You have stupidity in common, right?
And that was my future boyfriend.
Okay.
Yeah, it was he, and so I met him in a company of friends.
Okay, so it was friend of friends.
Yeah, it was 6 years ago.
And you kind of when you saw him, it's like, ooh, I've got my eye on this guy. Or did it take you some time to kind of warm to him? Maybe a few meetings.
Yeah, he was good. He did lots of good things for me. Told me lots of good words. And he was just.
So you're saying, "Девушка, you're beautiful. I want to spend time with you. I want to give you roses."
Yeah, he was very reliable. So it was really very important to me. That is why
What does reliable mean in this context?
It means that he could be able to help me. I could be able to ask him for a piece of advice. I trusted him.
Turn left
That
here
is
and
why.
drop you.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so you trusted him.
Yeah.
So reliable in that he was kind of wise, it sounds like.
Yeah,
You
sure,
mean
indeed.
A little bit. So you kind of respected him, it sounds like. You respected him, and it's like, oh, this guy kind of understands the world a bit? Is that? Or understands things that I'm going through and can kind of solve your problems?
Yeah, he could be able to do that. I knew that if I asked him to do that, he would definitely do that for me. And that is why he was reliable. Yeah, that's it. And of course I liked him. I liked his appearance, of course, right? And the way he think and the way he acts.
Oh
right?
yeah, you're doing this thing with your head there. I'm sensing some ooh.
Yeah. Just
all right.
Remember?
Yeah, all right. So he was kind of like a stylish guy.
Yeah.
Stylish guy, so look good.
Yeah.
Was kind of smart, could answer your questions, give you some guidance.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
That's all I want. I'm a simple girl. I know how you
That's
feel.
enough for him.
Yeah.
That's enough for him.
All right. Because is there any chance you could watch this? I guess probably not. Unlikely.
No, because he doesn't speak English at all.
Well, that's a nice barrier. Good.
Yeah.
All right, let's change gears a little bit. So we're thinking generally, what does a Belarusian woman want in a man? And then we're going to flip that over and ask, what can a woman offer a man, I guess, here. So tell me, what generally will attract a woman to a man in this part of the world?
Well, I think, no, I don't think. I'm sure that according to my own experience and according to experience of my friends, when this is such things that our men, they want to have a woman, to be a person who will always be near to a man. So I mean that clean the house, cook, take care of them, of children, at the same time have a good job with a good salary. And
A good job with good salary?
Yeah.
The guys say that, or?
Yeah,
You're-
I met such people, and they said that I would like her to have good job, good salary, be at home, cook, clean, take care of us, take care of children, and some other things like that. And I think that they are a little bit spoiled.
All right.
Yeah, that's my own opinion and the opinion of my friends. I think that they're a little bit spoiled, and they, yeah, and that's it. That's it. Yeah.
So
They're spoiled.
they
Yeah.
kind of want everything.
Yeah, they want
Yeah.
everything. They would like to have a good and beautiful woman, beautiful, clever, smart wife, but
So
they-
what do women actually bring then? So when a relationship, and think about your friends and your immediate circles, not so much about broader ideas, but for your experiences, do girls do all these things, or what do girls typically do?
okay, I can think that's over my friend, and she is really good partner. She's really very clever. She can listen to her partner and just to solve the problems by talking to her partner. That's really very important. She can cook, of course, and clean the house, but she knows that he can also do that. That's really very important. They are equal in such things. Because if she is tired, he can do that for her.
Alright.
So that is the very important thing, I think, in relationships.
Okay. So yeah, that kind of leads to the next question, and that is, as a woman, we kind of covered this a bit with your last boyfriend, but in general, what do women look for in a man? Whether it's just boyfriend or husband, or and both. I mean, there's a logical part and there's a not logical part, right? So I guess we want to try and cover as many ideas as possible. What do you think that?
I think that when a woman see a man and she's thinking about having him as her future boyfriend or husband, she wants to have a shoulder to cry on, first of all, a person who will be strong, and a person who will be able to solve her problems. To have a good job and a salary, of course, and to have children and to take care of them also. Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay, so you said the first one was some emotional strength. Because in this part of the world, women are allowed to kind of be a bit more emotional. I know in the West, women are trained to be a bit more in control of their emotions. Maybe it doesn't work that well, but they're kind of trained to. Whereas you guys here seem that it's normal and allowable for a woman to feel her emotions and kind of behave in accordance with those. So the guy can help to stabilize that. Good. Have some money, yes. And what was the other thing you just said? Oh, raising children.
Yeah, sure. Because unfortunately, nowadays, men, they do not want to spend lots of time on their children. So women are those who do all the stuff connected with children. And I know that women, they want their man to be near, to be there with the children.
Mm-hmm.
Because it is about the experience of my own friend. So she told me that.
All right, interesting. So in terms of just initially, because that's all very logical, it makes sense, but also like instinctively, like when, because I think that attraction happens fairly quickly. You know what I mean? Like I don't think you're going to hang out with someone for 5 years as a friend and suddenly be like, you know what, I want you as a boyfriend. Like you'll have that feeling a bit sooner, right? Is that fair to say?
I'm not sure.
Okay, well let's assume it's true. What things make you feel that kind of attraction fairly quickly? Maybe just after a few meetings or whatever. Like what makes you feel attracted to a man?
Well, first of all, it is of course appearance. Of course, that is the fact.
And what about appearance?
Well, lots of people have their own opinion about the appearance of the perfect man. For example, tall, blue eyes, or dark hair, something like that. And of course, I have my own opinion about that.
Mm-hmm. So what do you want? You want a guy taller than you, shorter than you? How much taller?
Taller? Well...
Or just the same and taller, or at least 4 inches? How tall are you?
175.
You're 175, so you want about 185.
Yeah, maybe. Woo. Yeah, I like big boys, right?
Actually, there are tall guys here. Yeah, right.
I would like him to have a good body, of course, but it is just for the first place, just when I see him, right? But of course, I would like him to be smart. Yeah, of course. Also.
So smart, good looking, tall, good body. All right, so we just cut there because my friend was a bit like, I think I'm giving the wrong impression. So she's just trying to say that appearance matters on the first meeting kind of thing, but after this, in reality, it's not a super high priority. So it's good to get you to maybe notice a person, but in terms of longer term priorities, it's not so high. It still matters, but not so high. Fair summary?
That's it. Yeah, thanks a lot for the help. Of course, I would like him to be smart. Of course, that's it. The fact. I would like him to be a strong person who will solve all my problems, because he wants to do that for me.
What do you mean by solving your problems? I hear this phrase a lot here. What does that mean?
For example, I don't know. For example, I'm in a bad mood because I didn't fulfill some task. Right, and I would like him to come and say, "That's okay. I will solve it. That's okay. Don't worry, please." And I'll say, "Thanks a lot. I love you."
So, what's an example of that? Like, what would be a typical example be in that case?
About example of problem?
Yeah, a problem that maybe you couldn't solve, or
for example,
and then he can solve.
For example, lack of time to do anything. Okay, just to fulfill any task. And I am in a panic, I'm shocked about the situation, and that is the way how you can solve it.
Alright, so a lot of guys that come to Belarus, they're just mixed ages, I noticed. They're kind of, actually I met a 17-year-old guy yesterday from Myanmar, but it goes all the way up to like 70, and guys are kind of like, well, what's feasible to date? So for you, you're 22, is that right?
Yeah, that's it.
22, so what's the youngest guy you would consider dating, and the oldest guy that you might consider dating?
Okay, I think that it doesn't matter the age at all, because I had lots of situations when it was a man at the age of 20 or something like that, and he was really very, very clever. He was motivated. It was nice to talk to him, by the way. And also I had a situation when it was a man, something in his 30s, and he was really very bad. Yeah,
still immature, is that what you mean by that?
Yeah. He wasn't adult at all. He wanted to find a girl to be his mom, just to take care of him, right? And that was ridiculous. That is why I don't think that it matters. I mean, the age. But of course, talking about the age range, personally for me, I think that first of all, I'd like to meet a person immature, so it can be in his 20s, why not, or in his 30s, but no more than
35?
30. Oh,
30.
I'm not sure. 35.
I feel
Not
like
sure.
I feel like these things are flexible. So Anastasia's saying not sure, but really what that means is, what's the total package, right? Like if everything else is really good, then 35 is okay. But if there has to be trade off many things, then 35 becomes an issue maybe.
But he will be 60 and I will be 48 or
Yeah, 47 around there.
yeah.
Yeah,
So,
Oh, you're very practical.
thinking for the future.
No, that's very sensible. I mean, yeah, I think some people don't here. I know people here with an over 30-year age gap, and I'm like, I think people aren't thinking very logically. So just to clarify, if you're 47, he's 60. What's the problem with 60? He's going to look old, or he's going to be lazy, or what do you think the issue is there with the age difference?
The main thing is that he will die and I will be alone with children and on my own without my partner. That's terrible. I don't want to be alone
All right, so I
in
guess...
my 60s.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I guess that foreign men tend to live longer. Like I think in Australia we live to like maybe 85 or 90, especially if you don't smoke, whereas Belarus,
Wow.
I guess it's what, 75 at a guess.
Yeah, maybe
low
less.
70s.
Maybe less.
Maybe even less. Because you do see that when you look at the age distributions of men and women here, there's more men because there's always more men born. It's always about 1.07 men to one woman. And then it inverts around 25. And when you get to like past 50, there's so many women and no men. It's really crazy. When everyone always quotes that Slavic countries have a whole lot more women than men, they're actually quoting the above 50s, right?
That is
And you can see this when you go around, you just don't see many old dudes. Like there's heaps of babushkas, there's very few dadushkas. I mean, that's the... you just don't see it here, that's the reality.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting, so from a very practical perspective. So I wanted to ask about, now we're going to be looking down a bit here, so we're going to stack it on the way down. Tell me about your experiences with foreign men, because you went to a university that has some foreigners, and you've
Yeah.
been outside the country of Belarus sometimes. So tell me about, I don't know, what's happened with foreign men, maybe some interactions, some anecdotes, your thoughts. Just freestyle.
Okay. I had some situations with foreigners, and I was unpleased with such situations, and I would like to tell you such situations. Yeah. Can I do
It feels
that?
like a shame session. These foreign men, I'm not pleased with them. Whoa, birds everywhere.
Just some funny situations.
All right, some anecdotes. All right, let's
Okay.
go for it.
The first one happened when I was in Europe, especially in France, and it was a Frenchman. He came to me and just asked to get acquainted with me, but I rejected.
So, sorry, when he said, like, did he actually say, hey, I want to get to know you?
Yeah,
Did that actually say-
yeah. So hi,
Right.
can we get acquainted? And I said no, thanks, I'm okay with that. And he said, why not? And I said, just no, that's okay for me, just no, thanks. And he said, well, you know, I wanted just to have a glass of wine with you this evening, and then to have sex. And I said, what?
He just said that.
I-
So this is like
I-
the middle of the day, like here, sunny Gorky Park.
Yeah, it was the middle of the day. And I said, what? So, first of all, I just thought that it was a joke, because that's not okay for our country. And I said, I'm sorry. He said, didn't you understand? I said, oh my God. I said, no thanks. And I just went away. But it was quite strange for me, because that is not okay for our country. So, if a boy wants to do that, okay, just to ask you for that, he will do it just more interesting, just without such words.
Less
Not
obvious
that
ways.
straight.
Yeah,
not
yeah,
that
yeah.
straight.
Yeah.
And I was a little bit scared because I'm alone, young, in a country, not mine. So I was a little bit scared, but I understood that that this foreigner was very rude. I didn't
okay.
like him at all.
Yeah, fair enough.
And the second story is it was there in Belarus. I got acquainted with a person from Turkey. I didn't want to do that, but he persuaded. Just please, why not? Why not?
So
I
how
said,
did you meet him? How,
Just in the street.
yeah.
Yeah, in the street.
So just walking in the park, he said, hey,
Yeah. It
Babushka.
was in the morning. It was something like 9 o'clock in the morning.
oh, wow.
Yeah. And he just asked to get acquainted with me, and I said, well, I don't know when, but he said, oh yeah, why not? And I decided, okay, why not? And we chatted something about like a year. And
whoa, that jumped up quickly. All right, so you sort of did a number exchange.
Yeah.
And then you chatted online on the Telegram or something for a year.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's a lot. Yeah.
Just chatted, and then
like every day or once a month? Or?
No, not every day. Maybe 4 times a week, something like
that's
that.
quite a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah. I decided that I want to practice my English. Why not? It's a good idea. And once upon a time, he came there, and he asked me if we can have sex. I said no.
So it's like, do you want a coffee? Do you want sex? Just like this kind of casually?
That was terrible for me.
Yeah.
And then he asked, don't you want? I can give you $100. And I said, no, of course not. That was terrible. And I decided that you're a foreigner, but he's a good one. He's a good one. So I decided that I do not want to get acquainted with foreigners at all.
Anastasia,
Yeah.
I'm remembering back to earlier, and you said you'd been single for 3 years, 3 consecutive years.
Yeah.
This was interesting to me. So, because I think if a girl is quite personable, and you're quite personable, you're chatty, engaging kind of girl, usually it's easy for you to find a man because your personality makes it easy for a man to talk with you and to meet you, right? So, obviously, if you've been single, it's probably been by your choice. So, why do you think you've been single for 3 years? Like, why has that happened?
After my relationship, I decided that I would like to meet a person, just a good one, not for short-term relationship, not just for the fact that, oh wow, I have a boyfriend, no, but just to be together and to be happy. And I haven't met that person yet, because, well, I have my own criteria, of course, as every person. That is why I'm alone. Yeah, I'm a little bit picky, right?
I was going to say that. Are you being unreasonably picky, or you just don't care too much at the moment, or because it's easy to say like, I want this, but of course this needs to exist, and there needs to be enough of them to find one. Like, do you think you're being too picky, or do you think it's just not a high priority right now?
Well, yeah, maybe. I'm just finishing my university, and I would like to have a good career, first of all, right? I would like to develop myself, personally, just to be a good woman for a good man. So yeah, not to be a child, not to be quite an emotional person, so just to be raised.
Oh man, there's so much stuff there. I don't know where to start. So what's a good woman then? You said you want to be a good woman for a good man. What does that mean? What does that entail?
A good woman, for me, is a woman who can, first of all, listen to her own partner, to listen to him, and just to, I don't know how to say that.
Be supportive?
Yeah, sure, be supportive. Not to be not to be a person who can control him, because that's a little bit not good. Yeah.
Okay, why do you say it's not good?
Not to be
to control him.
Yeah, that's not okay. That's not okay.
What do you mean by control?
You should try. Just to call in. Hi, where are you? What time are we going to home? So that's not okay. And of course, I would like to trust my partner, and I would like to raise it in myself, just not to be that person.
Okay. Have you done this in the past, or you just see people doing this?
I saw people doing this, and I was just a little bit
pretty dodgy.
Person.
Confessions of Anastasia. Woo. All right, good. That's good though. I think that's one thing I've noticed with girls here in Belarus, especially probably the sub-25 cohort. They tend to reflect well on their own behaviours and genuinely seek to improve themselves. I think this is a very, very, very positive trait here. So that's good. All right, so good woman is that. All right, so you're 22, boyfriendless for 3 years. You want to improve yourself a bit. You want to work a bit. What age would you want to get married in an ideal world? Obviously, things aren't ideal, but throw a number at me.
Well, first of all, I'd like to be prepared for the marriage, and it can be either at 24 or 27. But of course, here we can observe an important thing as children, because it is important for every woman to have them not at the age of 40 or something like that. Yeah, because it is health. Of course, first of all, I'd like to be prepared for the marriage and for children. And talking about my own opinion, I would like to have a huge family. I would like to have a good husband and 2 children.
Wait.
Not
Huge is 2?
Yeah.
When you said huge, I'm like, she wants 5. Like, yeah, get them.
No, 5.
2 is not huge. 2 is just replacing you guys.
What would be my body after 5 children?
Yeah, it wouldn't be good, but
Yeah, it wouldn't be.
I don't know. Where's some list place? So here in Belarus, as a man, a Western man who has a lot of different values, I notice how much that the local girls are into Instagram and how it becomes almost like a religion of sorts, and it certainly is a big part of a lot of girls' lives here and how they want to portray themselves and I guess even brand themselves. I assume you have Instagram, Anastasia?
Yeah, I have.
Do you love it?
Well, yeah, but it is not my favorite app.
Okay, is that your favorite social media app?
Well, I don't think so.
Okay, well, think of your favorite social media app, the one you use the most. And it doesn't even matter which one it is. But I'm trying to get a sense of how much you value it. So if I said to you now, I'll give you, say, $1,000 US, which is about 2 months' salary for the average job here, post-tax. And you must delete your, whatever it is, forever and never go back on there. Would you accept this?
Well, it depends on the app. If you want to give me $1,000 just to delete Instagram, no, definitely, because
you won't.
No, because it is not a big sum of money. So just only $1,000.
Let's make it 5,000.
No.
Still wouldn't. That's 1 month's salary. You wouldn't delete your Instagram. This tells you a lot because she's not super Instagrammy, and she only accepts $5. What about 10,000? I've got it in my pocket now.
What can I buy for that money?
This is true. This is true.
Yeah, maybe not bad car, but that's it.
That's it. This is true, actually.
Not
you can buy a bit of a Bitcoin, like half a Bitcoin. All right. So what about 20,000? It's just an app. It's just an app.
But till the end of my life, right? No.
But there'll be other apps come along.
No,
20,000.
No, I would like to see my friends there to know some interesting facts about them life, their life, and I can just ask a piece of advice. For example, when I see that my friend or group mate,
just do a turnaround. Yeah, your friends and group mates?
Yeah, he or she, for example, trying to travel to any country. So I can ask just a piece of advice about maybe transport or tickets or something like that. So, because I know that information.
Okay, so no to 20,000. 50,000. 50,000 can buy you an apartment here. Can buy you a half-decent semi-bushkiri apartment. 50,000.
50,000 in the apartment there?
50. Here, yeah, you can. Maybe not fantastic, but you can. 50.
Oh God,
Holy
that's not
shit.
bad.
You're still thinking. Do you need more money, or do you accept that?
More money.
100,000 US dollars.
Well, that's excessive. Yeah.
You'll delete for that. It's not
maybe.
a straight yes. Okay.
Maybe, yeah, because it is not my favorite app. So I just spend there I just spend there some hours. No, not some hours. Just maybe an hour a day. But still, I like it. But it is not my favorite. So maybe 100.
Okay, 100 for Insta, but it's not your favorite. And what would you do with 100? Because you said before 10,000. What can I do with it? What are you going to do with 100?
I'll
100K.
buy a flat.
You'll buy an apartment here in Minsk?
Yeah, I think. And a car.
And a car?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Yeah, maybe Yeah, maybe I will buy a flat, and the rest of money, I will use them just for maybe business or something like that. Just for something which will give me more money.
More money in the future.
Yeah.
All right, I want to come back to what we were talking about before. So you kind of like a bit about foreigners, like some bad experiences, blah 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 blah. Do you feel like you're open to foreigners kind of in the future? Like, do you think if somehow a foreign man came to you and you started chatting, who was, decent kind of looking, decent, appropriate in most obvious ways, do you think you'd be open to it or not so open, or what are your thoughts?
Well, according to my own not good experience, it is very important for me when I meet a foreigner, just to be sure that he is a good person. So maybe he can be a friend of mine, not mine, but a friend of my friend or something like that. So okay, well, I can try just to talk to him. But if it is a person who just comes to me and just asks to get acquainted with me, well, I think that I'll reject, because according to my bad experience, because I'm afraid a little bit of such people, because I do not want to be in trouble. So do you understand it?
So you're concerned about an uncomfortable experience, or
yeah, according to my own experience in past, I'm just a little bit afraid of it. So it is really very important for me to know this person as a friend of somebody else.
Okay.
So that's it.
Yeah.
To be sure that he's a good one.
Yeah, kind of like stranger danger.
Yeah.
You know this phrase?
Yeah, I know that.
Stranger danger. That makes sense. Even if he seems wonderful, like all your radars are like, this guy's really nice. I can trust him. He's a good guy.
And then he can kill me and...
Yeah, we can still kill you. That's a good point. Well, Anastasia, that was a lot of fun. You've been great to interview and lots of really good insights. Anything else you want to say, or just paka?
I just want to thank for watching. Thank you very much for inviting me there. It was really very nice to talk to you. I liked the conversation, and I hope that my thoughts are really important for you people. Have a good day. Bye.
Awesome. All right, see you later, guys. I can ask about your breakup or not?
It wasn't interesting. We just decided that we are different people.
Yeah, of course, you're different people. All right.
He was stupid and I was clever, so that's the reason.
Oh, it's still recording. I'm going to put that at the end.